My name is Trish Toutloff, and I work with CIBM Mortgage. I'm a loan originator, so I do mortgages here. I'm a lender. Okay, so these are all the different names that are used for us. You could reach me at 920-457-5626. And today, or actually over the next 4 or 5 weeks, I'm going to be doing a small series on home purchases. So for this reason, what I'm going to be focusing on is if you're buying a new house, if you're selling your old house and buying a new house, or if you simply are renting and getting into a new house, or moving out of your parents' home and getting into a new home. So this particular series is specifically for you. So let's say, for example, you're ready to start looking and you want to start shopping and you're getting excited about that. There are some things that you should do ahead of time before you even start looking at new homes. The first thing you should do is contact your lender, so that would be me. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about, what's important to you, what kind of house you want to get into, what sort of price range are you looking at getting into, where the area is that you'd like to be. And then also when you come in and we have that conversation, or when you call me and we have that conversation, it's really not going to take very long. But one of the other things that we want to do is we're going to pull credit. So you're going to give us an authorization so that we can pull your credit report so we can see where you're at. And then this will also help determine the price range of the home that you're looking, that you want to, basically look at. And so in addition to that, we also will create a pre-authorization letter for you if you'd like. So once we figure out the price range of the home that you're looking at, we can come up with a pre-qualification letter for you, because what that does is it signals the seller that you're serious. It also signals the real estate agent that you're serious about buying, that you're ready to go. So that's one of the things that we do with our first conversations. In addition to that, we might talk about a seller credit, because what a seller credit does is it helps you so that you do not have to come to the table and pay all of those closing costs. So that's kind of cool, because you come to the table and you just pay your down payment. So whatever down payment we've talked about, you can change that, but you just come to the table with the down payment. And so we may talk about a seller credit. That's really important. If we do talk about a seller credit, you want to mention that to your real estate agent, because that seller credit will have to be listed on the offer to purchase, or it's also called the contract, okay? That's when you find your home and you offer them, you put your bid in, that's the contract that you use to do that. So you want to make sure you communicate the idea for a seller credit with your real estate agent, okay? Another thing that we will be doing is you're going to want to pull out all of your paperwork, all your documents. So 2 years worth of taxes you'll want to pull out. 2 years worth of your W-2s you'll want to pull out. 30 days, the most recent 30 days of your pay stubs we'll want to see. And then we're also going to want to see the last 2 months of your savings and your checking account statements. The reason why we need those is because by law, we have to check those statements for any large deposits coming in and out of those accounts. The reason is simply money laundering, okay? So we're basically protecting against terrorism and stuff like that. It's something that we have to do as a lender. But also we need to see those accounts, because we need to see where you're getting that money to put it as a down payment. Another thing, real quick, before I sign off for today, is you'll want to make sure that you're not putting large deposits in your account for the last several months prior to us communicating, or taking large sums of cash out unless you can prove what it's for. So let's say, for example, you buy a car, or you sell your car for $6,000 and someone pays you $6,000 worth of cash. We are going to need to see the paper trail, like who that cash is going to, a sales agreement to that person that you sold the car to, proof that you had the car before. So cash is king, but in the mortgage business, we need to be able to trace it, okay? So this is pretty standard throughout the whole industry. So anyway, those are my tips for today. I didn't want to stay on long. I hope you found it valuable. Check me out next week, Wednesday. I'll be on again in the morning sometime. And yeah, have fun. Now you can start looking at homes. And then next week I'm going to share with you some information about credit reports and how to fix those up a little bit. And then also maybe in the future some information about appraisals and stuff like that. So feel free to call me if you have any questions, 920-457-5626. I'd love to point you in the right direction.